Alright everyone, how you doing? It's Harry. Welcome to the Under 23 channel. I'm currently in the car park outside of St James's Park, and we're going to be bringing you an Under 23 update with the appointment of Chris Hogg, who's just been appointed the new Under 23 boss effectively. Credits to an Ipswich fanzine. They put that out a few days ago that this will happen. No one really picked up about it. We tweeted it out on Twitter that this may potentially happen, and it has happened. We now have an Under 23 boss, and Ben Dawson goes back to his head of recruitment, head of coaching, whatever that you want to call him. Right then, so who is Hogg? Now he's only 34 years of age, he's quite relatively young, has the title, and I've got it on my phone here, lead development coach at the club. Basically, he's going to be taking over Ben Dawson, who will move back to head of coaching, as I've touched upon already. He's a smoggy, believe it or not. He's from the borough. Defender who's played for Ipswich and Hibs. Probably more successful at Hibs. He did win a cup there in 2007, 8 perhaps, off the top of my head. And he's been joint boss of the Under 23s at Ipswich. He's gradually worked his way up from under 18s. He had a spell with the first team last season, and he was joint coach of the under 23s, and he's seen this as a fantastic opportunity to join this club, Newcastle United, to progress his career. Chris Hogg turned around and said about it, "I'm delighted to be here for several reasons really. First of all, to challenge myself in a new environment and to kick on as a coach, but also to join a club like Newcastle feels like a good opportunity to influence and impact the programme, to develop the young players here, push them into the first team, aid them in their football careers and develop them as people as well, which is really important to me. With the young players here, like the Longstaffs and Tom Allen, who has made his debut this year, I think the pathway is opening. It's about aiding the development of players and adding to the quality to help them force the pathway open by being the best they can be. The staff here have been doing a good job, so it's up to me to come and enhance the programme, try to add it whenever I can and continue the good work that has evidently been already done here." I know I've done that the other way around, haven't I? But anyways, so that's what Chris said. The negatives from it is, why fix something that isn't broke? Neil Redford come in earlier this season, which puzzled me. I know Ben Dawson's got this head of coaching role, which is fantastic for him. He'll be on a higher salary, it's a more progression for his career, which is great. But since he's come back into the under 23s and leading them once more, the under 23s have climbed the table. I get that they've appointed him. Why couldn't they wait at least to the end of the season? Don't get me wrong, I want to give Chris the very best of luck. The appointment and the timing is a bit strange. I would probably hang on until the end of the season. Ben Dawson said about the appointment, "We're delighted to get Chris. It's been a rigorous recruitment process and he's done really well throughout each of the stages. We wanted somebody to come in and lead the multidisciplinary team of staff and the group of players at what is a critical age. We're trying to help the players that make the step of breaking through it in a first team environment, and Chris has got good experience of both that as a player, as a coach. He spent a lot of time at Ipswich and has had the opportunities to develop working across the age groups, but most recently as joint manager of the under 23s, and he's also got that experience with the first team as well. He's a good fit for us." So Chris's first game may be in charge this Friday along at Benton against Scunthorpe. It's in the Premier League Cup with a half-1 kick-off, I believe it is, on Friday. So go and support the under 23s. I do appreciate it, and you do get closer to the action. The first team's a little bit guarded because you can't really get nowhere near. The under 23s you can do, so that'll probably be, I would imagine he'll be in the dugout for that as well. It's a nice story, but again I question why the timing of it, which is fantastic to see Chris come in, don't get me wrong, but why fix something that isn't broke? Ben Dawson has proven for a second time that he's doing wonders. When Redfern left, we were second bottom, so I do have to question that. But let us know what you think of that. Is it a good appointment? We'll see how he goes as well. Finally, we're going to wrap up, well actually two news actually. The club also appointed a goalkeeping coach, I nearly forgot. Adam Bartlett is joined the club and he's going to be teaching the goalkeepers, the younger generation, kind of similar, I'm guessing, what Steve Harper had previously before he left the club and came back. So he's going to be developing the goalkeeping coach for the youngsters, and he used to be on the books at Newcastle as a youngster as well, so there's a little fact for you. But we're going to wrap up with the Newcastle United women, who went 1-0 down and lost the game at Long Benton on, when was it, Tuesday night, was it, off the top of my head? It might have been Tuesday night, against Durham Sestria. Obviously they got battered by them previously early on the season, but the Becky Langley side missed out on the opportunity to go 5th in the league. They've had a couple of disappointments with games being called off of late because of these daft storms that happen, and people are petrified of storms. They won't come out if it's 20-mile speeds and everything, man. It's mental, man, how the UK can't cope. But anyways, on a brighter note, the game against Alnwick will go ahead this weekend, this Sunday, for an afternoon kick-off. So if you're in around the Alnwick area, go and support the girls. It's in the County Cup, and hopefully the lasses do progress. We've got all the news across all the socials about that as well. Right, man, stop blabbering on. Make sure you subscribe to this channel for all the latest on the women and the under-23s. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.